Ta-da! Hi, a very warm welcome to the Crochet Hook channel. See, today we are going to learn this absolutely beautiful and so very elegant love knots pattern, aka Solomon's knot. This pattern is so simple, so easy to work. It's such a fun to work it, and the speciality of this pattern is its elegance. See how elegant it looks. These loops, the knots look so awesome, and the other specialty of this pattern is that this pattern grows absolutely fast. Say, even if you're working a muffler, a shawl, or an edging to a shawl, the pattern really gets completed fast. So the two basic things to keep in mind to understand the pattern is that when you're working it in rectangle, when you're working the first row, then while you're working the knots one by one, we'll be creating the love knots one by one. Just keep the number of knots an odd number. This is the first prerequisite. And the second thing is that each time we turn for the next row, when we have ended one row and we want to turn for the next row, we always work 3 more knots, and those would be our turning knots for the next row to begin. That's it. And here the pattern repeat is our row 1, 2, 3. Row 3 is the pattern repeat that is repeated over and over to reach any length that you wish. So let's get ahead and crochet this beautiful pattern together. For the friends who are joining me here for the first time, please do consider subscribing to my channel. That really motivates, inspires, that really keeps us connected. You get a notification each time I post on my channel, and that really helps my channel grow. So let's get ahead and work this beautiful pattern together. Here to begin with, grab the yarn of your choice, and here I'm working it with the crochet hook of 4.0 millimeters. So let's get ahead. So here to begin with, work a slip knot. See, this is how I work my slip knots. This is the non-working end or the loose end, and this is the working end. Just fold the working end onto the non-working end and hold this thing here like this. Then hold the yarn as if you're going to crochet, right? Now insert the hook through this hole, through this loop, and pull the yarn through this loop. And that's it. Just tighten it up. Our slip knot is worked. Now here, work 2 chains, 1 and 2. And to begin with here, insert the hook into this first chain. Skip the second chain into the first chain, insert the hook, pull up a loop. We have 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through both the loops, 1 single crochet is worked. From here on, we'll begin working our love knot. To work a love knot, stretch this loop up so that it's around 1 inch long. Now, yarn over and pull this yarn through this loop like this. See, we have here 3 strands, 2 on the right side and 1 on the back side that is running behind that we have just created. Now again insert the hook around this loop on the behind and pull up a loop. Again we have 2 loops on the hook. Just yarn over and pull through both the loops, work 1 single crochet atop this loop here. 1 love knot is worked. See, this is our love knot worked here. Let's work a couple more. So then pull this loop up around 1 inch long. See, this is the loop. And now yarn over and pull it through the stretched up loop. So we have this loop created on the back side. Around this yarn, insert the hook and pull up a loop. And here simply work 1 single crochet atop it like this. 1 more love knot is worked. Simple. Again, pull a loop long enough, that is around 1 inch of length, right? And then yarn over, pull it through the stretched up loop. Now we have a loop running on the behind here like this. Hold it here like this, and around this loop on the behind, insert the hook, pull up a loop, and just work 1 single crochet here atop it. We have beautifully created 1, 2 and 3 love knots. That's so simple and so easy. Again, stretch a loop around 1 inch long. See? And then yarn over, pull it through the stretched up loop. Now we have 3 strands, 2 on the right side and 1 running behind them. So just grab this yarn that is running behind them and around it insert the hook, pull up a loop and simply work 1 single crochet atop it here like this. That's so easy and so beautifully we have worked 4 love knots till now. Just like this, you have to keep working love knots over and over, and to work it in a rectangle, you can just keep creating any length. Just remember that you have to keep the number of love knots as an odd number. We are working the row 1, and just like this, keep working till you reach your desired length. To work it in a rectangle, in the row 1, just take it to any length you wish. Just keep in mind that the number of loops has to be an odd number. So work any odd number of love knots, and then we'll begin with the row 2. So just keep working the loops till you have reached the length, and just keep the number of love knots as an odd number, and that's it. Simple. See here, I have worked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11 loops, and that's an odd number. I'm only going for this length. And now we'll begin with the row 2. Remember, each time we climb a new row, we have to work 3 extra love knots. So I've worked 11, I'll work 3 more as the turning love knots. So for turning to a new row, always work 3 extra love knots. So then here, this is the 11th one. After this, I'll work 3 more, 12, 13 and 14. So just, this is the 12th one. Then here is my 13th one. And here is my 14th one, right? So far, I have created 14 love knots, and now for the row 2, we are not accounting this single crochet, that is just on the hook, but after that skip 1, 2 and 3 single crochets and insert the hook into this 4th one here like this. Pull up a loop and work 1 single crochet like this. This is our turning love knots, as you can see here, and we are now working on the row 2. So here then, we'll be working love knots in pairs this time. So just work 2 love knots here. 1, and here is the second one. And now we're going to join it in the round 1. So skip 1 single crochet below and into the next single crochet here. Insert the hook and simply work 1 single crochet here like this. This is what we are creating. Again, we'll be working 2 love knots the same way. And then we'll be joining it with the row 1. So skip the next single crochet and into the next one, insert the hook, pull up a loop, work 1 single crochet here. This is what we are creating. See how beautiful it's coming up. Again, work a pair of love knots here. 1 and 2, and then skip 1 single crochet below into the next single crochet ahead, insert the hook, work 1 single crochet. Here we have the turning love knots, and then we have worked them in pairs and worked single crochets while skipping 1 single crochet in the row below. Just like this, keep working. I'll see you at the end here. See here, I have worked all these love knots in pairs, and just 1 more pair to go, and then we'll join it here. So I'll be working a pair of love knots here. And then to end this row, skip 1 single crochet below into this last single crochet here, insert the hook, pull up a loop and simply work 1 single crochet here to join it. This is how it looks, how beautiful it's come up. And now we're going to begin with the row 3, and remember, each time we climb a new row, we work 3 love knots here. So again work 3 love knots and then we'll be working the row 3. So here is the first love knot, here is the second one, and here is the third one. To climb the row 3 here and then turn the work, and here what we're going to do, we are not accounting these single crochets on the edge. So into the very first single crochet after the first love knot, here insert the hook and work 1 single crochet. This is how it's coming up. Beautiful. Now, so again we'll be working pair of love knots, and while moving ahead we'll be joining it into the single crochets in the row below. So again work 2 love knots the same way. 1 and 2, and this time see we have this very next single crochet that is attached with the row here. We are going to skip this one into the next one which is not attached with the row 1 here, the free single crochet as we can call it. Insert the hook into this single crochet and work 1 single crochet. Simple. This is what we are going to work. Again work a pair of love knots, 1 and 2, and then again here skip this next single crochet that is already joined with the row 1, but into the next single crochet that is free as we are calling it, insert the hook and work 1 single crochet atop it like this. This is how we have to move about in the row 3. So just keep creating pair of love knots and keep joining them with the free single crochets in the row below. We'll be ending this row together here. See, I have worked all the pairs and I have worked single crochets into the free single crochets in the row below, and I've reached the end here also. Let's work a pair of love knots the same way. 1, 2, and then skip the next single crochet that is already joined with the row below, but into this next single crochet here, insert the hook, pull up a loop, work 1 single crochet here like this. This is how it looks. See how beautiful it's coming up. See, here we have 1, 2 and 3 rows got completed, and for this pattern the pattern repeat is row 3. So just keep repeating row 3 over and over till you reach the desired length of your scarf, muffler or your project that you're aiming for. And the row 3 pattern is very simple. Each time you're going to turn for the next row, work 3 extra love knots and then work 1 single crochet into the very first single crochet that is available, and then begin working love knots in pairs and keep joining them with the row below in the free single crochets. The same way, this is the pattern for row 3, and just keep repeating it over and over. So one more thing to keep in mind is that when you're beginning to work, so in a rectangle you can keep it to any length. Just keep the number of love knots an odd number. The number of love knots has to be an odd number, and then you can take it to any length you wish. That isn't a trouble. So it's quite easy, and this pattern grows really fast and it's so fun to do it. See how beautiful the corners have come up on both the sides, and just keep repeating row 3 over and over. So here finishes a beautiful pattern. The pattern is super easy and grows really fast. I tried to convey it properly to you. Have fun learning, have fun crocheting. See you next time.